Hello em Jennifer.
Hi anh.
Bữa giờ công việc sao em?
Ờ, nó cũng đỡ, nó cũng slow.
Ừm, Slow thì từ slow rồi nó mới fast đúng không? Nào mà nó không có đi là mới sợ.
Dạ, nó
If it
cũng
doesn't go, that's when you need to be afraid.
nó cũng lên xuống kiểu vậy.
That's why the next goal gonna be building for sustainability. Just like
Ừm,
when you first go to school, learning how to, let's say, become like an engineer or whatever, it will take time for you to get used to it. So your
ừm,
goal now is about stability. So that means you need to understand what are the fundamental, what are the things, the lever that help the machine moving forward.
ừm,
And that's what the call today is. I'm going to help walking you through what are the lever for Amazon
ừm,
to help you pull for sustainability. Because the one thing that you need to be afraid, and any new seller needs to be afraid, is not moving at all.
I see.
If you're moving, there is a path.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's share your screen and let's do an audit of your store. And before we go into it, what are you grateful for and what make you thrive? What are your goals for this year?
So goal for this year to gain more sales, obviously, and then I'm grateful for still having my family. And I'm kind of sick right now, so I would say health, but I've been sick.
Mhm. Awesome, man. Well, take care of your health. Okay. And are you back to the state?
Yeah, I am. I've been working.
Awesome. So now, what about your Amazon business? Share with me, sell aboard. Share with me your health, your business health.
Okay.
I want to see sell aboard. I want to see your sales on there. I want to see your PPC performance, and I'm gonna help you assessing the market. Because
Okay.
remember, selling on Amazon is just like your 9 to 5 jobs. Right now, know that people, like even engineer, are get replaced by AI.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean? It's competition.
Yeah.
Same with on Amazon, there is competition. But that's why we always want to advance ourselves ahead of other people and take strategic step to build
Mm.
sustainability. Because right now, just from a 9 to 5 perspective, are you afraid of AI going to take over your job?
A little bit, yeah.
hmm But how do you know? How do you prevent it from happening?
You work hard to
Uh-huh.
prevent.
Become an expert at your skill
Hmm.
and work hard. Same on Amazon. Same
Yeah.
fundamental. If you don't want your competitor to surpass you, you gotta do is what are my best price? How can I optimize my costs
Yeah.
so that I can get a better profit margin so that I can play around more with marketing? And
Mm.
would there be like different source of marketing like social media, building theme pages that I could use
Yeah.
to help grow my business? So that is the fundamental. So now
Mm.
let's take a look at your sales for the period. Click on this. Click on quarter.
This quarter?
Uh-huh. So you see, now it just really come back to the fundamental game of Amazon. So when you
Hmm.
sell on Amazon, what are your goal? What are your major goal for sustainability?
Um, your major goal is to gain sales and compete with other competitors while maintaining like a profit.
Yeah, and you are missing the piece important thing, which is organic ranking.
Yeah.
Organic ranking is relationship with Amazon. So based on the last 2 quarter, how much did you make?
I made, well, this was from last
Uh-huh.
year,
Yep, but
so
it's 2 quarter ago.
8,000.
Yep, and click on more. Click on sales. You see your organic right here. You spend $0 on ads,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So what does that mean? When you spend $0 on advertising, what does that mean?
It means that you're gaining more sales organically rather than sponsored.
That means you make more money, right?
Yeah.
Sponsor, what does it mean when you make sales through sponsor ads?
It's when you're spending money on ads to get your product out there.
Hmm. And were you more profitable or less profitable with advertising?
Less profitable.
Mhm. So why I shared it, because number one, your goal on Amazon as an Amazon brand builder is to build relationship with Amazon.
Yeah.
And the organic ranking is just like your relationship with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see that with organic ranking, you spend $0 on ads. So you basically profit a lot on here.
Yeah.
And for you to grow this, you need to grow this first. This is the fundamental.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the rule of Amazon game. It does allow you to have a net profit right here. And a lot of these things are coming from this
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit of this.
Yeah.
And if you see the ratio, it's like 60 right here, 40 right here.
Yeah.
So now let's take a look into the latest quarter. And I want to see, I'm going to give you a homework to see what is the percentage of your organic and your sponsor sales.
So this is last quarter and the quarter right now.
And take a look, same way. Click on sales. So this is your organic, right? This is your
Mhm.
sponsor. Take a look here. So your organic and your sponsor is still the same ratio, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, your net profit during this period of time reduced. Why do you think that happened?
Because I think the biggest problem was when I was out of stock and I had to wait for the stock to come in, like 2, 3 months.
Mhm.
Then that kind of declined my ranking and then decreased the organic sales. And so
Yes,
when I jumped
that's
back in,
mhm,
I had to spend more money on ads to get the product back up.
mhm. So this right here, the ad spend is what impacting your profit margin.
Yeah.
So
I,
let's take a look here. Go back and take a look there. How much was your advertising fee?
advertising costs 5,000.
Yeah. So you see the ratio, 5,000 or 26,000 in sales.
Yeah.
Right here, you already spent half, but you're nowhere near half of the revenue compared
Yeah.
to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So that perhaps indication some things, okay? So it could be a potential of the market competition. Let's say price drop from other competitor, whereas their offer become more attractive.
Yeah.
So the customer, remember, customer on Amazon, they are looking for the best deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you busy?
Oh, it's just my mom.
Okay. So mhm. Yeah, so my point here for you is perhaps you need to first identify the issue. What are the things that spend taking away your money? Let's say right now you're still making 4,000, but your goal perhaps is about how can I optimizing this advertising cost, considering that right now the competition is slightly more competitive. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of spending $2,000 here,
Yeah.
perhaps is there other venue? Let's say some influencer marketing that you are like friend with, that instead of that you could spend like, hey, can you help me promote my product for like 200 bucks?
Mm-hmm.
And if they make about 5 to 10 sales, you already make the money back. But that is something you can control.
Okay.
That's number one. And now let's go to PPC dashboard. No, go to the Seller Central PPC
Oh,
dashboard.
Search Central.
Uh-huh. The concept I just shared with you was very crucial because when the market's competitive, you don't want to try to burn money. You want to have to find a different way.
Yeah, I agree. I've been trying to spend less on my PPC.
Mhm. Yep. So now, as we take a look at PBC, right, you have phrase, scroll all the way to the right. You have phrase, you have auto, you have broad, you have exact, right?
Mhm.
As you take a look into these things, can you run like the last, was it last 30 days? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you take a look here, as a business owner, okay, let's go through some stats together. With phrase, are you producing?
Yes.
This is a good A cost. How many? What is the A cost there?
30%.
How much you spend?
367.
What is your sales?
1,223.
Is this campaign here product like efficient
Yes.
and productive? It's
Mm-hmm.
produced. Right?
Yeah.
What about auto right here?
No, it's very high. It costs.
Mhm. And what about this one, broad?
This one spending but no sales.
Mhm. So these are not too productive, but keep in mind there are some factor that influence it was the competition pricing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps that's why you spend less right here
Yeah.
so that you can have more budget for things that produce. Think of them as an employee. If this employee right here is making you good money, you rather give them slightly more money and start growing it,
Yeah.
just like growing talents.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we cannot ignore the fact that these keywords are not performing. With this one, you can cut like leader, you can like negative keywords.
Yeah.
But before then, I want you to run past data, lifetime. So as you take a look, auto before was one of the best performing
Mm-hmm.
performance, right?
Yeah.
So when you negative a certain keyword or like firing a certain employee, just make sure that you don't fire a good one that happened to make you money before, just because of the market shift. For
Okay.
example, like you as a, let's say if you're a good worker, but then let's say there's so much competition that it's kind of pushing you down, but eventually price gonna have to go back and perhaps
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna thrive again.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is for the auto campaign, just make sure that you don't fire the people who were like solid soldier before. How to find it is just like run report on the auto and you would know what keyword they're performing.
Yeah.
And for phrase has always been performing consistently, right?
Yeah.
And same, look into them and asking yourself who are in there that performing
Mm-hmm.
like the certain keyword. Think of keyword as just an employee. And same for the broad here. So now let's assessing phrase. Okay,
Click on it.
click on it. Scroll down, look at the 30. Scroll down. So assessing the first time you relaunch. Scroll all the way to the right. So you see, these are lifetime, proven lifetime.
Yeah.
So now um, I want you to pull this out so that way you can see what keyword. So take notes of these things, okay? These are keywords that perform.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll all the way to the right. So now let's adjust the time to when you first relaunch.
It was March to now.
Uh-huh. So my goal is about whether the same employee is still working. Does the employee still working for you?
This one is this one's a little bit high.
Yes. It's still
Okay.
like majorly, right?
Yeah.
It's the same guy that was making money before and is still making money for you now.
Yeah. Then this guy.
Uh-huh. So based on the conversation that I have for you, as you take a look and you know that these are like your solid employees that you should keep, that you
Mm-hmm.
should consider like playing around with the bid, but not in a way that lose you money, okay?
Yeah.
But in a way that perhaps, okay, they have some potential. You see
Mhm.
this one, $600.
Mhm.
That means if I were to increase this budget, would it help me make more money? It's all
Yeah.
about probability.
Yeah. It's likely.
Uh-huh. Because it's proven that 16% it costs and it's already making you 600.
Yeah.
So if I were to have a few options, I would bet on this guy
Mhm.
as my employee.
Yeah.
And same
Uh,
with this guys right here.
mhm.
This one, you still want to run it because like I shared with you, when you first relaunch, you still want to keep pushing for sales.
Yeah.
You may not make money here, but if you average out all the A costs, perhaps you will be able to make money. And then on top of it is the organic sales.
Mhm.
Is it easy to understand?
Yeah.
So now let's take a look at the bad group of employees. And by the way, for these guys right here, you see, it still costs you money. So I want you to run lifetime. Now it's
Okay.
time to fire.
Okay.
So who do you should fire?
These guys,
Consider, why do you want to fire them?
because they're spending but not making sales.
From what time to what time?
This is from I first launched.
When?
In November.
So that means someone has been on your team for so long, but doesn't produce. Do you want to keep them on?
No,
Why is that?
because they're gonna um do harm more than good.
There you go. That is what a business owner should do.
Mhm.
And when you save yourself from them, what would you do with those potential budget?
Increase it.
Mhm. Give it to the guy that producing.
Yeah.
That is what a business owner looks like and think like.
Mm-hmm.
So now go to the next, the other group. Easy to understand?
Yeah. Let's
Mhm.
do broad.
Mhm. And keep in mind, I do have new PPC material for 2025
Mm-hmm.
from a Bernard coach. It's going to be completely advanced strategy.
Yeah.
Have you take a look into that yet?
Yeah. I saw some of his classes.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you learn because he worked with so many like seven-figure brands.
Uh-huh.
So we have a lot of data point that you can learn from.
Okay.
That's advance you away from the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So now, based on what I just shared with you, give me an analysis.
So this guy is not
Rank ACOS highest and lowest first.
um highest is
No,
negative.
rank it.
Oh, rank it.
There you go.
There you go. Highest to lowest. So this one is making a lot of sales, and this one is doing more harm. But he still has been getting sales, but not as much as he's spending.
Hmm. But he still makes sales, right?
Yeah. And then these guys are not, um, are just spending but not making sales.
For them, I would rather fire them right away.
Yeah, just turn them off.
Because you're already on the lifetime, may as well just turn them off.
Okay.
And also, as you take a look at their relevancy, it doesn't look like if the customer were to search for it when they want to
Yeah.
buy your product, right?
Yeah.
The relevancy score is not there. But don't turn off everything. Turn off the one that been spending a lot of money because for the one that with dollars, $2, I would leave it to bet.
Okay.
But for anything above $10, I would just turn it off.
Okay. Like this one.
There you go. You see, there was leakage in your business.
Uh-huh. See, like this one.
Mhm. So there was leakage in your business. And as a business owner, it's easy to make money, but it's easier to lose money.
Mm-hmm. And then I
So
can
by
just,
turning those off, you potentially save yourself from hundreds of dollars
yeah,
of waste.
wasted.
Uh-huh. So now let's take a look at these guys. For him right here, I would not turn him off. I would rather just be very conservative, perhaps reduce it to like less than $1 because it's still running sales. But for now, don't turn it off yet, okay? Don't turn
Okay.
it off yet because you want to take a look at the day range when you first relaunch.
Maybe I can do,
Because when you first start, perhaps it could influence, but when you relaunch, perhaps your brand is now become more strengthened. So
okay.
do the rate range when you first relaunch, when you relaunch. So as you see, even yeah, it looked like he spent a lot.
Yeah.
So that means now we have another data point to perhaps reducing his salary. You
Let
right?
me,
And make sure that you journal too, okay? Whenever you do like this, journal yourself. Journal your thought process. Recording a Loom video just so that you can journal your thought process. You can always go back.
okay.
Let's go up. So this one, scroll down, pause. So this one, has it been performing? It looked like it's been performing. So when you were running Lifetime, was it also performing? Remember this, okay? Run Lifetime again. You see?
It was performing.
So now, is that a good employee?
Yeah.
Is that a good employee?
And he decreased.
No. He's still performing. He's like the highest in the crowd for sales
Um,
for Lifetime. But now let's go back to like your relaunch.
yeah, for Lifetime he was good, but for relaunch he the cost was high.
Hey, people have their own season. The same for you is that your competitor may be lowering the price, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't his fault. Okay. Whatever you give it to him, he sell it.
Hmm.
But because your pricing perhaps not too competitive, perhaps that's why he losing some of the battle.
Mm.
But in the end, he's still performing
Hmm.
years today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
does it? So scroll to the right, left. I mean, so perhaps increase his budget slightly and watch and observe. Okay,
Okay.
watch and observe his budget.
We go
I would
120.
increase by 20 to 30%.
Let's do $2.
Click on his. So it was 1.5. Click on this one right here. Adjust bid. Set by percentage.
Increase by percent.
20%. So about $18. But then observe him, perhaps give him some more money because it looks like this is like a very um, like big keywords with like $4 and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So you can play your game very conservatively and increasing it conservatively.
Okay.
Mhm. So a few things take away. Number one, you already fired the bad employees. Perhaps you have some budget. On
Yeah.
top of it, the guy on top here, because you already reduced his salary by half already. So now you have some budget, additional budget. So
Hmm.
that's why now you have some money to play around and give it to the guy that proven to work.
Yeah.
But keep in mind that his job is to show your product to people who are searching for this. But in the end, it's still the pricing that you have, the display of your store that affecting this.
Hmm.
It's not his fault. It's your in your control.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. And lastly, is it seems like your product offer is decent. Now, I would recommend to perhaps looking into affiliation with some influencer and some Amazon influencer program as well to promote your product.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the next one you want to do. And here's why. Because the cost per click of this product is high.
Yeah.
And that's why you want to diversify your marketing effort, not just relying on PPC,
Mm-hmm.
but also leveraging influencer who already build trust with their customer,
Mm-hmm.
like their audience, so that
Mm-hmm.
you can leverage that bridge to make sales.
Okay. Um, I have a question.
Yes.
So for my pricing, um, do you think since I kind of raised it by a little bit, like $20, I was thinking of applying for the Prime Day on Amazon that they have. Do you think with like the price increase, do you think it will be flagged? Like let's say this one. Because I
If
did
you never try, you will never know.
okay.
And right now, for you as a beginner, you have to try everything
Okay.
possible, but try with risk management and caution.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you increase it by $5, I don't think it's like a tremendous amount.
$20.
You increase it by $20, yeah, that's price gouging.
Oh, that's too much. Should I decrease it then?
Um, because the customer nowadays they're more aware of the pricing already.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were you, I, if I were you, if you really want to test it, perhaps you can go by increments of let's say $3, $5, $3, $5 every other day
Yeah.
until you hit the target. But keep in mind you are spending money on PPC.
Yeah.
That could screw your PPC up.
Oh, okay. Because originally I had it for 101, and then I increased it so I can apply for the sale. I increased it by like $20, and I
If
put and
if
then
you go ahead.
and then I put a coupon, like a $30 coupon for the customer.
Yeah. So I would say write down your pro and cons on it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can give you now is just the fundamental. If I were you, I would not try gouging like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you never try, you would never know whether your thesis work or not. But for me, I would recommend try it,
Mm-hmm.
but just be cautious of the PPC effort that you run
Yeah.
because that could affecting the PPC effort. And
Okay.
those PPC effort, you are spending money.
Yeah.
So I'd rather keep like stability more than, but try out one season so that you know. You have to touch this hot pan for you to know. But it's risk management basically.
Okay. Because I was trying to do this one for the Prime Day that's going on soon.
Mhm.
And then I didn't know if, like, let's say, because it would come out to, let's say, 100, for my original price, it was 101. And then for the sale, it would decrease by, I think, 15%. So, like, it would come out to $86. And then when I set it up a little bit, it increased the sale price to $92. And so I don't know if it'll increase, like, affect anything if I apply for this.
It might affect PPC, but that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
It would affect your PPC spending and sales.
Okay.
But try it, and you can always turn it up. It's like a few days. So if you
Okay.
never tried, you will never know. So embrace trying.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Was it helpful?
It was good. It was very helpful. Thank you, John.
Mhm. So how do you rate today learning? Do you feel like it's worth it?
Yeah, I think it was
And
very
how
helpful.
Mhm. How was your mentorship experience so far?
It's been very good. and very
Awesome.
helpful. Hmm.
And what stuck out the most when it's come to like my teaching compared to like other guru out there?
I think you are very cautious with what you teach, so you go step by step and explain it like very clearly.
Mhm. And have that been helpful to you on your Amazon journey?
Definitely.
Awesome. All right, Jennifer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you need any help, you know how to find me, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Jennifer. Thank you again for your trust as well as for trusting us on the mentorship journey. And if you need any help, we're here for you. And we also going to be supporting you on the journey. And you did complete the program already.
Hmm.
And now you are just really anchored down on your fundamental further. And
Yep.
right now, the only thing that you need to learn really is marketing and PPC.
Yeah.
That is like your singular focus because it seems like your product quality is good, right?
Hmm.
Right now, your main goal for you to really thrive to the next level is PPC knowledge. PPC knowledge have two types, fundamental and advanced. Seems
Hmm.
like you about to nail down your fundamental already. And for advanced PPC, that's when you need to start attend more classes
Hmm.
because our coach gonna start doing more advanced PPC later on.
Hmm.
As his background was, but his background still working for multiple and running multiple seven-figure brand, including myself. And based on what I just showed you, it's like advanced strategy PPC
Oh,
thinking.
I see.
Okay. And same with influencer marketing too. Is perhaps now is a good time for you perhaps to learn and network. And you have some friends that are influencer too, right?
Yeah.
Leveraging them if possible
Okay.
as a business owner and perhaps compensate them with some sort of monetary values or helps. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime. And yeah, so let me see. 1 second.
Okay.